Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoes.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. We've done this last 3 or 4 years, I think. We were having a birthday beer. Today is my birthday and we are celebrating turning 24 with hopefully an amazing beer. I think it's going to be, courtesy of my brother-in-law Lane. Thank you, sir. This is, from Modern Times, barrel-aged Beastmaster. I am absolutely pumped to check this beer out. I really enjoyed the regular version that they did. I think it was, I want to say I reviewed that during Stoutmas. I think they did that January of last year, and it had coconut and coffee. This variant says Imperial Stout Asian Bourbon Barrels, and they put vanilla and coffee. So instead of having coconut, there's vanilla, which will probably lead for it. I mean, it'd probably be a little bit sweeter than the coconut one was. I've learned that I really enjoy sweet stouts. A lot of beers that I've drank that people have said are really, really sweet or over the top, I don't notice the sweetness in stouts, I don't think. At least that's how I feel when I check beers and everyone's like, oh, hashtag beat us and all that nonsense. And I'm like, beer is really, really good. This one is 11.4% alcohol by volume. I don't remember what regular Beastmaster was, but I'm super, super pumped for this beer. Ever since they said they were doing a barrel-aged version of this, I was like, I need to try and figure out how to get that. So let's get into it. 11% solo doming stouts on birthdays should be a good time. This actually pours out pretty darn dark, even in that really, really bright light. Hope everyone's enjoying their Friday. It's always fun when your birthday falls on a Friday. It's good times. So yeah, things pitch black in the glass. There's about a quarter pinky of that kind of mocha khaki head that we like. Proper glassware, because beer always tastes better in proper glassware. 11.4%. When we swirl this, I'm sure there's going to be some alcohol legs on this glass. It's got that cool like staining thing going on. Yeah, they're streaking down. It's doing like that toppling beers used to do that stouts. I haven't had a toppling stout in a long, long time. I probably will never have another one. But it leaves like that kind of brown staining on the glass, which is awesome. It looks killer in that Modern Times glassware. So let's go ahead and shove our big fat nose in this guy. It smells like barrel-aged brownie batter. It is so chocolatey. Oh, it smells so good. This kind of reminds me of, what was the other, was it a horse stout that had vanilla? Maybe. It's got that like vanilla sweetness that like lends it to smelling like that cake frosting kind of a thing. Maybe I'm thinking of Monsters Park with vanilla that we reviewed that was in the can. That beer was super vanilla forward and it had that cake batter thing. This has that too. There's a slight like twinge of like that bourbon, not heat, but it smells like bourbon spirit. But it's so fudgy. I love it. Yeah, and it's got that like vanilla sweetness. I don't really smell coffee in this, to be honest with you. We might taste it, but it smells desserty, smells pastry, smells it checks all the boxes that I like when it comes to sweet stout. So let's go and taste it. Cheers. I was gonna see, they don't put the final gravity on these beers. They do that on the Monsters Park and on Modern Times. And the reason why I was looking is because as soon as I took a drink of that, super, super thick and chewy, which I love. And the taste follows the nose. This is brownie batter with vanilla frosting on it. I mean, that's what it is. There's a little warmth going down in my chest, but this is straight fudge with vanilla and a little bit of bourbon. There's a nice, it's like a drying kind of finish. You get kind of like that woody oaky thing from the barrels. This bottle, at this temperature, this is room temperature. I went and got this and drove home, so it's been in my truck. It's not cold at all. That's how I drink all my stouts. It's just how I like them. There's no coffee. There's a little bit of like a bitterness on the finish with that. This doesn't seem sweet to me. A lot of people said it was really, really sweet on draft, but maybe this is sweet for people. I'm not sure. You guys know, I love chocolatey stouts, and there's so much freaking fudge in this. This is fire. This is really, really good. There is actually, I guess, as I've been talking, there's like a sweetness that lingers. It's got to be from the vanilla. It might just be from the base beer with all like the chocolatey notes that you're getting, but this is desserty, it's decadent. I love how chewy this is. This is another winner from Modern Times. Super, super good. It hides the 11% well. This will be fun to just sip on for the rest of the day. I'll have no problem finishing this. It's delicious. Modern Times, I don't know. Their stouts are, I think they're, when you think of like West Coast breweries, I mean, who's doing better barrel-aged stouts than Modern Times? I'll hang up and listen while you guys answer, but this, I mean, the Modem Tones beers that I've had recently, that hazelnut one is fucking amazing. I mean, you could say Horus does. Horus makes amazing stouts. I haven't had as many Horus stouts as I've had Modern Times, but for availability and like ease of getting beers, Horus is still like a smaller brewery, so it's tougher to get the beers that Kyle brews. Modern Times, like, if you know somebody that's in the league, you can hit them up and be like, hey, can you get me a bottle of that? And you can get it. This is, for my money, they're doing, I don't know. They're my favorite brewery on the West Coast. They're amazing. Everything about them. Their breweries are awesome. Their merch, their food, their beer, fuck everything. Modern Times kills it. This is amazing. Craig has one of these. Craig, I would encourage you to open this right now and drink it. Celebrate my birthday with me. So yeah, that's Beastmaster, the barrel-aged version for Modern Times. This is worth your time. This is worth seeking out. I think from talking to Lane, this originally was one per person, but then they realized that they had, I think something happened on the first online sale and something sold out, so they were bummed out about it. I think members could get like up to 8 bottles of this, so it's out there. Trade for it. It's definitely worth your time. It's really, really good. If you're into desserty, chocolatey, vanilla-ish stouts that aren't overpowered by coffee, this is a beer that you'll love. So I love it. It's good, good stuff. So I'm out here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these